And I like these stories too, because then like it gives me all the information that I
We
really
need-
didn't
yeah, I'm
know.
really excited
Like
for
about the
practical
EIPA,
one.
like
That's why
I
I
knew
picked
about
these
it, but then
stories.
That's why I didn't want to do EIP or BEI, because I was like, ooh, I want to watch this one.
But is it a little bit more comfortable because I'm not a stranger? I'm not some strange deaf person who's coming in for the very first time and I say, go, do
You're
it.
so clear.
Oh, thanks. Because I'm a trained interpreter. From this program. What am I talking about? Oh, the BEI. Okay. Oh, sure. So all of this is recording too. Thanks, Lauren. I appreciate that.
You want me to restart it?
Am I talking really loud?
No. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the BEI. The BEI means Board for Evaluation of Interpreters. The test itself, it was created as a test in Texas. We used to have an old test called the ISAS. And that didn't work out. So we didn't have any state exam. So the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Committee was looking for a new test. So we contacted Texas and looked out their test and decided that it was good, so we bought it and we brought it here for our state exam. Michigan uses the same exam. There's about 3 states so far that uses this test. So if you want to work in the community as a freelance interpreter in Illinois, you need the BEI or RID's NIC. So there's 3 parts to the BEI. I'm sorry, there's 4 parts to the BEI. So for you, none of you have a certification yet. So that means that you have to take the basic test. There's basic, advanced, and top. So first, you have to take the basic certification test. So the first part, you're going to have to listen to the English and interpret into ASL. The second part, you listen to English, and then you transliterate. So case. The third part is voicing. So you watch a signer, and then you voice for them. The basic sign is a mixture of ASL and case. It's not completely ASL. It's not completely English either. It's a good mixture. So it's good for a basic interpreter starting out. The fourth part is sight translation. That's the fourth part. So that means that I give you a piece of paper and you have 7 minutes to read and go over it, and then you're gonna interpret it. And you keep looking back to the paper. We're gonna practice that during this class, so you're gonna feel comfortable with it. But it's new. The sight translation is new for the test. The NIC does not have sight translation. RID has never had that part. Before Texas developed this part, they asked different interpreters, what do you do when you work? What kind of things do you do? And many interpreters said they use copies for medical, whatever they do, medicine, they interpret what's on the paper. So Texas decided to go ahead and include that part in their test. That's one thing that interpreters need to be able to do. So the first part, the length is about 7 minutes long. Second part's about 7 minutes. Third part's about 7 minutes. and the fourth part's about 7. They're not very long segments. So then they send them off and they're analyzed. The first part is spoken English to ASL. So the whole 7 minutes, they're reading it. Or there's a lecture. So there's about 50 words underlined. When the grader analyzes the interpretation, they would say, "Oh, did you get that word? Did you get that word?" So make sure that the objective is objective agreement. Either you got that word or you didn't. So there's 50, 50, 50, and then the last part has 20 words. So altogether, there's 170 points possible. You can make up to 43 errors and still pass. So about 10 errors per part, you'll be fine. You'll be able to pass. My suggestion always to my students is the first part in ASL, transliterate it. Because you know word for word. You can go word for word. When you're interpreting that means that person does not know English, or knows English. Does not know English. But if you catch all 50, then you can decide translation. So that's my suggestion, is to transliterate, spoken, and sight translation. That's my advice. During the summertime, I always set up classes for people who are ready to take the BEI, and you can come and practice for that specific test. Okay?
Good. How did it feel?
I didn't.